I don't hate you, but when you came off the boat in 1942, claiming you found a land that's new, we laid down our weapons and you wrote, "There remains so much our friends, it was a marvel." But the only marvel was that we trusted you even though our numbers dropped from 60,000 to 500. Because it wasn't just you that came off the ships, but you brought diseases we had never even seen. I don't hate you, but as we understood you were here to stay, you did not leave violence at bay. You raided our villages, raped our women, and burned our fields even though your own people were starving. I don't hate you, but
I don't hate you, but settlers here are not to blame. In many ways, we could be the same. We stayed out of your way and took only what we need, but your savage, red-skinned tribes attacked us and made us bleed. There's no way we could know that these diseases would kill you. For all we know, this is further testament that shows we are better than you. Even with all this, we tried to stay away, but your hatred continued to slay. We colonized the East, this is true, but you fought back by scalping people in open view. From bows to scalping, we had no choice but to start attacking. I don't hate you. When settlers wanted to raise a family in peace, you broke that peace and shattered families with no cease, taking our women and children and making them your own. Did you expect us to sit back and not act on these crimes? We made this place our home. I don't hate you, but
I don't hate you, but you fought a war on our soil for your independence. But ironically, it was your vengeance that began to force us from our land and our descendants. Screw your amendments. The hypocrisy is stupendous. It's endless. But I don't hate you. But Manifest Destiny was code for remove the brown man who don't sound like me. Even if he tried, Andrew Jackson couldn't raise his eyes to me. That coward knows his lies are deceit. He should be obsolete. But even today, your people worship him. Throw him down on the 20 penny for each Indian he killed. It's funny how your American heroes don't look like ours, even though the American fathers weren't here with ours. I don't hate you, but
I don't hate you, but Andrew Jackson wasn't a coward. 7th president meant to lead a country forward into lands to seed. You need to heed every word I plead. It is for your own good that I did what I could to move you out of my woods to ensure your survival. You claim we committed acts of atrocity and broke a simple treaty, but it was legal under the Indian Removal Act of 1830. I don't hate you, but Andrew Jackson said our ancestors found them the uncontrolled possessors of these vast regions, meaning we civilized you and made you enlightened. Still, you resist and call us your enemy, when all we tried to do was to give you our empathy. I don't hate you. The Indians' present condition with what they once were makes a most powerful appeal to our sympathies. Our ancestors found them the uncontrolled possessors of these vast regions. By persuasion and force, they have been made to retire from river to river and from mountain to mountain, until some of the tribes have become extinct and others have left but remnants, to preserve for a while their once terrible names. This fate surely awaits them, if they remain within the limits of the United States. Does not admit of any doubt. Humanity and national honor demand that every effort should be made to avert such a great calamity.
I don't hate you, but calamity? That is insanity. You literally caused the trail of tears, but the trail of tears from my eyes couldn't disguise that the only calamity was your audacity to bring that up so tactfully as if it was pure tenacity. Let me patiently explain why your facts are so ungracefully spoken untastefully. I don't hate you, but the 100,000 natives you killed speak a different story than the ones you place in every textbook.
I don't hate you, but the only thing we caused was your group to evolve. And instead of listening, you only add to the problem instead of to solve. You should do what you're told, because we are the best race in every way, always 5 steps ahead of you. You should do as we say. I don't hate you, but we didn't kill Native Americans in Indian Trail. It's not our government's fault that your people are frail. If you stayed there, you'd die. This is the blind truth to your eye, that America has always helped you, but instead you'd rather die.
I don't hate you, but Native Americans' war, killing defenseless women and children seems like an easy price to pay when the men are far away. Don't defend it, we know it's true. You know it's true. Everybody knows it's true. It is a tactic and nothing else you say or do is new. I don't hate you, but Let's talk about assimilation, the disgrace of the entire nation. Kill the Indian, save the man, cut his hair, bleach his skin, and replace his hides with striped ties. Take their names from their lips and replace them with yours that you brought from the ships. Boarding schools more like factories, replacing native families with whitewashed, brainwashed, and simulated dishonesty.
I don't hate you. Yes, the wars was a tragedy, but only to the innocent white colonists. This is blasphemy. The only humane way was to kill your ways, but you were so stuck from your savage days. I don't hate you, but it's time to stop pretending. These things I'm saying isn't misleading. There's no bluffing, faking, or even false claiming. Admit me this, your arguments are swindling. I don't hate you.
I don't hate you, but you forced us into little sections of land, made us beg for food from your hand, tear gas us whenever we attempt to make a stand. Let's talk about Wounded Knee. Let's talk about Protect the Peaks. Let's talk about No Dapple and how you ignored our plea. Let's talk about broken treaties. Let's talk about the drugs. Don't you shrug, that was you too. I don't hate you, but a long time ago, this land belonged to our fathers. But when I go up to the river, I see camps of soldiers here on its bank. These soldiers cut down my timber. They kill my buffalo. And when I see that, my heart feels like bursting. I feel sorry. Santana, Chief of the Kiowa.